Hey guys, AJ here, back with another one. So today we're going to talk about a topic that's really important to me, and that's, should men date single moms? Should men marry single moms? But before we do that, guys, please remember to like, subscribe, drop a comment. It really helps to support the channel. So guys, should men marry, date, deal with single moms? The answer is no. Absolutely not. And you might ask, oh, but yeah, single moms hit me up all the time and they're really easy to get sex from. They're doing that for a reason, guys. And that's because they want a guy to come into their life and help them pick up the pieces. Guys, do not do this. Don't do it. There are tons of women out there. If you choose to be in relationships and you want to move forward in life and have a family and get married, there's tons of single, childless women out there. They say in the next 5 years, 50% of all women that are over the age of 30 will be single and childless. And that's over the age of 30. Guys, there's tons of childless women out there that you can start your own family with. It's just a dumb decision, even dating-wise. Guys, it's too much baggage. It's too much effort. It's too much extra cost because, she's going to ask you to help pay for her babysitter or bring her kid along. It's just too much havoc and too much headache. And there is no all-knowing they that you should prove some point to that you're a man and you can come in and take care of her children. It's dumb. So guys, I have a couple of bullet points here, some points here, and we can really dig into this topic. Let's go. So, reason number one of why you should never, ever deal with a single mom. You will never come first, ever. And people might ask, why is this a big deal? And that's because relationships should be reciprocal. If you meet a girl, okay, back in the day, your grandparents and your parents met each other, and they came first to each other. They got married, built a life, and then they had children together, and then their children both became their number one priority. If you date a single mom, it's uneven because you will come second to her children, herself, and hell, even her dog. So you'll come fourth. You know what I'm saying? So she's supposed to come first to you, but you got to come third, second, third. And there are times where even she's still in love with her kid's dad. So you got to come behind him too. Guys, it's just not worth it. It's not. And there's nothing wrong with being selfish as a man, because once you enter into a relationship, you are taking on this person and you're putting yourself at risk because you have to provide and protect this person that you choose to be with. So it should be someone that's making you number one. Number two, it's too much risk. Guys, it's too risky to deal with these single moms. And I say this because let's just say that you get married and, the kid all of a sudden says, oh, you looked at them or you touched them or you beat them. All of a sudden you are in jail. What if she has a crazy ex that's her kid's dad and he's a cop or he's something and he's all up in your business? You know what I mean? I dated one single mom once, guys, story time. And I actually got in a fight with her ex. So it's too much risk. These are not issues that you would have to deal with if you were with a woman that had no children. Reason number three, guys, is too much chaos. You go to your house, you're a single guy, you got, your PlayStation, your couch, your shoes, all this other stuff. You go to her house, there's your Cheerios on the floor, there's toys everywhere, there's kids running around, there's all this foolishness. Even dating, she has to get a sitter and all this other stuff. If you guys want to plan an actual trip, she has to check her schedule. Whereas if you were with a woman who had no kids, you guys could just go and jump on a plane and go to France. Go to your parents' house for some holiday on a whim, But if she has kids, then it's all of a sudden, oh yeah, I either can't find a sitter or I have to bring the kids to wherever, the theme park, the restaurant, and then guess who's paying for it? You are. Even if you get married, you buy a house. If it's just you and her, you don't need room for her kids. You can buy like a little starter house. But if she has kids, you got to buy an actual full family house. It's too much chaos, and it's just not worth it. Number 4. All single mothers are looking for a stepdad, and they will say, "Oh, well, I'm not looking for some guy to come in and take care." Yes, they are. They are. Because there's no way that you can make a relationship with her and not have her kids involved. And women love to say this, guys. We are a package deal. Well, guess what? There are plenty of women out there that don't have a package deal. It's just them, and you and her can move on off into the sunset. And don't let the shaming language of, "Oh, a real man would take care of." No. A real man cares about himself, his legacy, and what he can build with a woman that he likes. And there's some sub bullets here. So, if you become a stepdad, you are a knucklehead because you are providing for kids that aren't yours. And guys, that is the dumbest idea that I've ever heard in my entire life. Let's just say that you meet a girl and she has 2 kids, and you're dumb enough to marry her, and then you have one with her. She's not going to say, "Oh, you can only provide for your kid and not her other 2. Those other 2 kids are another man's responsibility. So if you had $1, 2/3 of that dollar are going to children that aren't yours instead of going to your child. And that's, I'm sorry for any ladies who hear this, this is how men think. If you meet a woman with no kids and you guys marry and you have kids, that's your kids. That's your legacy. That's your money and resources going to children that are yours. And guys, no other mammal in the animal kingdom takes care of young that aren't his. Lions don't, baboons don't, and human beings, we are animals. So why are we, especially as men in the West, expected to do this? It's just ridiculous. And the reason why is because men's interests are ignored. We're just supposed to just eat crap and just quote unquote do what's right. And that means that's right for everyone except ourselves. Reason number 4. If you do have stepkids, you will have all the responsibility of paying for them, sheltering them, protecting them, but you have no authority. And guys, I know there's probably people who are gonna be in the comments saying, "Oh, well, I have my stepkids and they listen to me." Well, that might be you, but you are an exception to the rule. Now, oftentimes, if you ask a woman who is a single mom, and they ask them, "Can your future husband discipline your kids, me, in the way that he sees fit?" They say no. No, I don't want him, spanking my kids or whatever. So you got to pay for these kids, but you can't discipline them. And then you don't think that if you had your own kid with this woman, which you can discipline because he's yours, she can't pull the genetic trump card. You don't think that those kids that aren't yours and the kids who are yours don't feel the difference in the dynamic? This Brady Bunch BS is just not, it's not going to work. And then the last one, no legacy, none. There are men out there. There's 2 men that I know that married a woman with kids and then got no kids of their own out of the deal. So they have no legacy, none. They're just taking care of 2 kids that aren't theirs and raising them. And these kids know, they'll always know that this guy is not their father. He's not. So what does he get out of it? Nothing. Headache, heartache, and spending money. Stepfathers used to be looked on with honor and respect until about, I want to say, 30 years ago. Now they're looked at as simps and suckers. Guys, don't date single moms. Don't do it. I know that it might seem easy because they give it away easy. It might, oh yeah, oh she's great, guys. I don't care how good she puts it on you. Don't do it, guys. Just don't. And I know that this might sound, oh, he hates women. No, I'm just saying, put your needs first. Your needs and wants first, guys, as a man. Because when you win and you're doing well, your future family does well. If you take some woman and her kids, they're going to worry about them winning first and you winning last. All right, you guys, that's all I got to say. Actually, you might need to make a part 2 because there's a couple more points that I wanted to talk about. Like, subscribe. This is AJ. I'm out of here.